Alright, so first off, I would like to clarify. I tried to hook up my Elgato today, and it magically doesn't work with my graphics card. It is a known issue through Elgato. However, there's absolutely nothing they can do to fix it. I have spent literally hours trying to figure out why my Elgato magically won't work. And if by the grace of God I absolutely finally get it to work, then as soon as I close OBS Studios, it resets everything and goes right back to dumb mode. When you talk to Elgato, they say it's a known issue. There's really, AI, right? So it tries to talk you through this whole bullshit deal. Then you call somebody on the phone. Then they want you to, for the fifth time, let's make sure your shit's hooked up correctly. Bitch. Okay, I have been doing this for 6 fucking years. And now you're going to tell me that it magically doesn't work because of the graphics card that I have is too new, and it is a known issue. So to top it off, once they come to the end of their rope and they can't run me through their teleprompter anymore about how to fix it, then they try to offer me a $389 direct mount for the inside of my case. They can go fuck themselves. I didn't even get to use the Elgato I had on my old system for very long because then I started getting audio desync issues, which is exactly why I bought a new computer for $2,000 fucking dollars, right? Nah, fuck all that shit. So yes, stream title is exactly as it suggests. Fuck Elgato. And their trash bullshit. Just want to try to rape more money out of everybody. And yes, I said grape. For all the sensitive people out there. This doesn't make any sense. Oh, well, we have no fix for your current product, which we claim will work for everything you have. But you can spend just under twice the money on a hope and a prayer. Hope that works for you. Fuck off. Anyway, no more worrying about that. We're just going to continue doing our thing. We're going to use the Xbox app. We're going to deal with the problems that the Xbox app also has. None of it is very user-friendly in my opinion. I mean, maybe it's just the fact that I'm not that techie. That's why I called people to try to help, and magically they can't help either. So I don't know what I'm possibly doing wrong or what the situation might be, but I know it cannot be this fucking difficult to get good quality stuff going on. I have also adjusted the settings a little bit. I realized that we were getting a bit of an echo last time with some of the things we had going on. Where the hell did this come from? What? So I guess we will see. We will continue testing and we will continue doing our thing. I'm not going to let too much of it get to me. It's also been a very busy weekend and week, so I do apologize for being absent for 4 days. I put in a little bit of stream time a couple of days, but it's been recording and testing things, trying to get the Elgato to work properly. That was a failure. And yeah, so we're going to just troubleshoot these couple of settings here, and then if everything looks and sounds good, we're going to plan on... Sheesh, I'm out of here. We're going to plan on live streaming tomorrow, being Monday, the 20th. For those of you who won't see this until reruns, you will know how long it's been since the issues. Like I said, I think the Xbox app is good. The only thing that I have to complain about with the Xbox app is if I click on anything else. Like if I go over here and I want to click on YouTube up here. As soon as I click, it's that. Like, what is that bullshit? Like, I didn't even click on nothing. I literally clicked an open desktop. Like, I would like them to tell me why that is. Because, see, check this out. Look, I'll show you. Take that off, put that on. Right? My bad, I put that in the wrong spot. I need that down here. But yeah, like, watch. I'll click here. Back on the screen. It's playing. Right? I will literally click here. And then we'll go back over to here. And that's what it says. I'm literally clicking on nothing. It's just like if you do anything outside of the Xbox app, then it's like, oh, click to continue. Well, I want it to continue anyway. It's not like it pauses the game or does anything except fog out the screen. Shut up, bitch. Take that shit. Shot your toesies. Alright, bring in the rest of them. Come on. Y'all are coming from everywhere, too. Shit. Alright. Bring it. Also been wondering this. I put this in because they say it's like a zombie force field, right? I've been watching a few videos on some of the newer builds that people have been doing since I took a couple of year break from playing the game. So I'm just wondering if it's an actual thing or... Also was not aware that your electric fences take damage every time somebody touches them. I left the door open because I'm just risking it for the biscuit right here. I would love to see if they actually try to come up the steps or if it's not going to happen that way. I feel like they're coming back here though. However, as you guys can see... Oh, what the hell? He's actually down there trying to break it. Weird. I was told it was like a zombie force field that they wouldn't come near it. Which is why I tried it. Because I was like, you know, if I can incorporate things from other people's builds into my build, why the hell not? Right? Where'd you go, you burly bag of dicks? There you are. Oh, whipped it. What the? Yeah, I can shoot real great. I think that just shows my frustration level with how much I've been fighting with this damn Elgato. I literally spent, well, I got it on sale, so I got it for like $89. But still, dude, like, you know, oh, we praise Elgato. It's one of the best things on the planet. The fuck it is. Had issues with it on my old system. Audio out of sync. Couldn't live stream it because it started out fine, and an hour into the stream, then everything's like 15 seconds off. You can't tell me it's a pass-through. It ain't passing nothing through, and if it does, it's not passing it through properly. I'm real surprised Elgato's even still in business with the fucking trash I've had to deal with. Oh, and when they can't answer your question, let's just go ahead and try to upcharge you, you know, $389 for an onboard Elgato. That most likely they have no troubleshooting guides or no understanding of how it's really going to work or why it's not working. Get the hell out of here, dude. Nope. Nice try, corporate America. Well, if we can't fix your current issue, let us go ahead and sell you another one that we probably won't be able to fix either. And then, if that one doesn't work, I got an even better idea. We'll get you for $500 this time, right? Because, you know, one of these are going to work, and we don't really care about your money or how much it's going to cost you. Shut the fuck up. So we are going to do this like we always have. We're going to organically grind. We're going to use what's available and what's the cheapest, and fuck the rest of it. Alright, anyway, rant is over. Spoke my mind, spoke how I felt, spoke the troubles I had with it. Hope you guys have better luck, because I promise from my perspective, I will never, ever, ever use another Elgato product. I would rather stop streaming and sell every fucking thing that I have than deal with that trash and that bullshit ever again. Why not? We're gonna run over here and grab this shit real quick. We've been focusing on a lot of building and a lot of revamping things lately. I think it's time for us to go snag these. Oh, magically my bridge is gone. That's definitely weird. I don't understand that one. I wouldn't say it was zombies, because normally if zombies do some shit like that, it's at least partially there. I'm not going for the other one, because that one's in the snow for sure. However, I hope you guys had a good weekend. I hope it's been good for you guys. It's just, I'll be honest with you, I'm just kind of stretched out right now because of everything going on with the stepdaughter's wedding and shit coming up this weekend, and trying to fight this shit, buying a whole new computer, thinking that it was something on my end, or that, you know, my computer was having issues when it wasn't. I think the real part that frustrates me the most is realizing that 90% of the issue I was facing, okay, 60% of the issue I was facing was Elgato. There towards the end, I was doing just fine. The only thing was my capture, or my encoder was getting a little bit overloaded, but I still found ways to maintain and make that work just fine. I'm just frustrated. So decided to come on here, play some games, and rant a little bit. Hope you guys don't mind. I bet that's in the snow. That's definitely in the snow. Shut up. Here, I got a little present for you. Hold it. Hold it up. Good. I still gotta go this week and do the shopping for my stuff, for the wedding, and all that. So it's definitely been a busy few days. So I hope you guys don't mind my rant, but if you do, get the fuck over it. Oh man, that's kind of deep in there, ladies and gents. It's kind of deep in there, ladies and gents. We could run into all kinds of nasty McNasties in there. What do you think? Oh, never mind. This is recorded. Alright, well, you guys might get to see some fucking shenanigans. We're gonna try for it. See what we run into. Also, to go through the settings that I've changed, and the things I'm trying to do here with this one is I have isolated my microphone, and I have also isolated Xbox audio. Oh shit. Oh shit. I heard a little bit. Oh god, there's a fucking cougar up there. We're out of here. I got most of it. Just trying to decrease some of the stuff that you can hear on the desktop audio, because I know that basically if I click on anything on the desktop, it's going to be added to the desktop audio when I'm using that for streaming. So in order to isolate that, I have basically blocked that from OBS, but you can still hear the Xbox and everything that we're playing off of. So. Honestly, I also think I feel like it's a little bit tragic that this shit is so crazy, right? Like, you buy a system, OBS has a setup wizard, right? Setup wizard's supposed to give you basically the best settings, but it doesn't really guide you through, like, what things are going to be better off to be disabled from what, to be able to... What the fuck was that? Oh, it was me eating. Just a little paranoia. It's okay. So I think that part to me gets a little frustrating as well when, you know, you're not super tech savvy. When it comes to setting up that kind of shit, knowing what things need to be set as default, knowing what things need to be, you know, shut off and turned on, and how to isolate things and make it to where it's, you know, basically separated with an OBS studio so you're not just getting a bunch of audio bleed through from other places. Like, one of the things that I just realized is that when I was reviewing the streams, like I told you guys I was going to do the other night, I noticed there's a bit of an echo. And so I think it had to do with OBS for some reason when it was capturing my webcam. Was also capturing the audio from the webcam. So the webcam sets... Oh god, that just freaked me the fuck out. That's chicken. The audio, or the webcam, sets right by my speakers. So I think I was getting some bleed back from that, and it was giving an echo. But in my opinion, I think I'm still hearing the echo as well right now. It's not bad, but I can definitely hear... It's definitely better than it was, but I still feel like I hear a bit of an echo. I will know more when I go review this stream here later on. I know it's been a little while since I've been live. I've just been dealing with a lot in life, and I don't have a lot of time to put in, and what time I do put in, I've been trying to test everything and make sure it's the best quality that I'm putting out for you guys. I should be 100% live tomorrow. I'm not going to be staying up super late tonight. I'm just putting in about an hour. Maybe 45 minutes. I need to be in bed by 1:30, and it's 12:30 now, so I got about an hour to at least put some stuff together, go back and review it, see what the audio and stuff's going to sound like. The weirdest part is, like, I still hear a weird little echo. And I have no idea what that's from. I have isolated everything that I can isolate. And I could be wrong. It could just be the audio of the game. But it almost sounds like I'm hearing it from the app and from the desktop at the same time, even though the desktop audio is not on. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to game and stream. Shit is too complicated outside of that. Wrong box. Well, we did find 6 eggs on that run, so that's not bad. Oh, I got a lot of stuff. Let's go to... We're right here by this, so let's go ahead and drop these 19 off. Let's go ahead and drop these off. I really don't think I'm going to be using nearly the bombs that I was using before either. We're going to keep a few on hand, but we're not going to build nearly the amount that we had before. We have made some changes in here, as you guys can tell. I had a little bit of time the other night, and I didn't have the ability or the desire to record or stream. I was pretty wore out, but I made a bunch of changes here. This place has basically become our fortified bunker, and I was planning on putting the garden on the roof and kind of moving all this stuff, making this into like the little car pad or, you know, whatever, a little jump point, but we still run the risk of weight. Everything I was reading on the forums and stuff says that, you know, farm blocks weigh a lot as far as mass, and if we don't have proper support, we can collapse it. I'm really not trying to collapse it, so we did this inside because that's what part of it was. I was like, well, we can reinforce this a little bit and I can still put the farm up here. The big problem is, and this is what I was noticing, obviously this doesn't matter unless we're playing multiplayer, but this is what I was looking at. So I'm trying to get an idea of how large the area is that would be covered under the land claim. You know, that's outside the land claim. But once again, the land claim really only matters for, you know, PvP, basically. Offline raid status and all that. So, not a huge deal. Not gonna stress on that too much. I'm pretty sure I grabbed all this shit to go repair things, and then I kept getting fucking attacked by zombies, so I'm pretty sure I abandoned the project and started fighting zombies. But at this point, I don't really remember. The days and everything else have been kind of running together lately, as far as me being busy as hell and trying to figure out this whole stream thing and why it's not working properly. So I got an idea. We are just gonna run this shit. How's that sound? Huh? You guys down with that? We just run this shit? Cool. Cool. I moved the land claim block off the roof because I had pretty much destroyed everything up there and made it into a flat surface, because my big idea was, hey, we'll move the farm over here. And honestly, I could probably still do it. I would have to distribute the weight. So I would have to do like 2 squares wide all the way around the outside. And then, you know, maybe do like a square block in the center or something that's over those pillars. The bigger concern for me was down here. I had to fill this in, but I didn't fill it in all the way, right? Like, it's still completely hollow underneath there. So that block is literally the only block holding that pillar and that pillar. So as far as added support, you know? We have essentially made this base a pass-through, right? So it just keeps our stuff safe from the zombies. And we will be fighting all zombies down there. So from now on, we hear zombies, we're running down there to the zombie base, and we're fighting zombies down there. I know I'm really, really low on lumber right now, but I don't really know what the lumber status is as far as the tree's growth. So I'm going to have to go check that out in a few. Light armor is finally quality 6. Medium armor is now quality 6. And heavy armor is now quality 6. So that should have topped all that off for us. We got 3 farm plots right now. That will be directly over the supports, right? What is the mass of these? That's what I want to know. Mass is only 10. I'm not worried about it. Let's keep the garden out here. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I'm not really going to build much more garden. I think this garden is pretty damn massive and decent, so... Oh, yeah, hell yeah. I think we'll just run the garden here. I will probably end up moving this up top. In fact, let's do that right meow, since it just got harvested and has no more goldenrod in it. We are amassing a lot of honey. I'm pretty sure it's good to sell, and I know for a fact it makes some really good meals. Shoot, guys, I'm sorry. I'm yawning like crazy, and I don't really know why. I mean, I'm not physically tired. I'm mentally tired. It has been mentally draining, which is also why I think I had a little crash out session vented earlier, but, you know, no harm, no foul. I definitely still think fuck Elgato, though. 100%. However, with that being said, I will delete that. My rant is over. I got my point across. Now let's just get back to what we love doing. Fuck it. And don't get me wrong, you know, obviously upgrading my stuff doesn't necessarily hold them accountable, but when they claim that it's compatible with X amount of devices, or, you know, you read through the notes when you buy it and it's like, oh yeah, it works on anything that takes a USB, basically, and then once you upgrade and you get something else, they're like, well, we weren't entirely honest. I mean, it's fucking software and programming. Get somebody to fucking fix it. I'm sure you guys make millions of dollars every year. You don't have that guy that can fix it? You don't even have a guy that can tell me how to fix it on my end. There ain't even a fix, apparently. So I'm just frustrated about it right now. Maybe I'll give it a shot again later when I can actually talk to somebody who isn't just going to keep reading me the same cycle of bullshit off a teleprompter in front of them. I'll tell you what. Okay, let's put up the honey, and then we'll go over here real quick, and we will just do a quick look over. I think I still have everything to repair with. Indeed I do. I have repaired all of the tools and stuff that I'm gonna need. I mean, plan is, for the most part, I'm just gonna leave this base over here wide open. Like, there's no reason to protect it. Nothing can get in there, or really do any damage, so. I do find it odd that the game would make it to where your traps take damage every time they hit somebody. I mean, I do get that, right? It's a durability thing. Oh, Jesus, I forgot concrete. But I feel like that's what they're designed for, you know? And it's not like they're that effective. Like, they're effective. They do some damage. But the kill rate versus just the damage rate... I mean, you're swinging blades that are powered by a motor, right? I mean, I don't know what world you guys are from, but the world that I'm from, the math doesn't math. If a blade is rotating on a motor and it's powered, I mean, they're going to lose some fucking legs, right? They're not going to survive it. And especially, they're not going to come up here and continue trying to rape my face afterwards. You know? Just seems a little weird. Oh, and hey, we can do this. I forgot. I have been saving these for whenever I was here with you guys. I have not done any more of this. This is actually very close. We need 10 more zombies, and then we can make our gear set. But what I have been saving... Oh, we did this one too. See a trader, collect your reward. Alright, I will see a trader and collect my reward. Probably just ate and didn't even need to eat because I was actually thirsty. I'm telling you guys, my brain is spent the last 3 or 4 days. It's also why I haven't been live. I've had so many things going on and so little opportunity. I managed to put in a few streams the other day for a couple of hours, but it was more testing and making sure everything was working, and then trying to get the Elgato to work. That we're just gonna say that. I know we're supposed to get some really bad storms. The first wave moved through a few minutes ago. I was actually watching the radar as it was moving through. It was pretty disgusting. They're calling, we're under a tornado watch. We're in a severe area right now. Hold on, I'll be right back there in a minute. Hell yeah, we're gonna drive off into nowhere. Holy shit, literally, we're gonna drive off into nowhere. Has anybody ever discussed that with Xbox? Like, or sorry, yeah, with Xbox. Like, why is that a thing? Like, I understand I'm not on that screen at the time, but like I said, it's not like you're pausing the game or nothing. I mean, I can still play, right? You just got this annoying bar over there that says, click to continue playing. I am continuing to play. The fuck? Make it make sense. Shut up.
It's fucking hot out there this afternoon.
Great. Here you go.
Shut up.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Oh, really? You're going to give me 4 things that I absolutely don't need because they're already red, and you're going to give me 2 for vehicles? Why didn't you just offer me 2 for vehicles?
I might shake a hand, but I bet you got dysentery. the way you smell.
I bet you got syphilis the way you look. Bag of dicks. Ooh, I've been using the shit out of the shotgun, but I know that sniper rifle is 100% great during zombie night. Ooh, this is a tough one. 1000 AP. Oh, it's all AP. We're gonna take that. Tier 4. I think there's. I forget how many tiers there are. Might have to look that up again. We might be on the last tier of the quests. I took some dual action earlier, Tylenol and ibuprofen together, and still got a damn headache. I need to get that looked at. Probably my damn eyes. Sorry, I'm checking out the weather up here. I now have 3 screens again, you know, and I bought 3 screens so that way I could have the Elgato. Yeah. Yeah. Not really needed, so now I have an extra screen for whatever. What is 900? Okay, so they're almost fully grown. 1200 will be fully grown. That means those trees right there are most likely fully grown. Okay, okay. I need to add some more ladders to different sides of this place now. Now that I know I'm pretty much going to be fighting everything right down there. This is just going to be building and storage. Very little stuff's going to be actually stored down there. Just some ammo and some pipe bombs and things like that. I know it's been a little bit of a journey, but we are almost there. We are almost to the point of having everything that we need. I have actually thought about just kicking it up and going down to like fucking 30-minute days. It would fly through it, but it's going to put us at a game stage that's probably going to outpace what ammunition we get and how much we can build. It's going to go dark over there for just 1 second. I want to look at... Oh, damn it. Damn it, Bobby. That is not what I want. That is not what I want. That is what I want. Okay. Oh yeah, we got hours and hours and hours of rain still. Okay. Nice. We got concrete now. I'm telling you guys, I'm so fried I don't even know what I'm even missing. And I'm not talking about Jesus. I'm not even talking about fried as in reefer. I actually haven't been doing that lately at all. I actually am completely clean. I went for an interview and a UA today and passed everything. So I may be getting a different job with different hours. It's not quite as much pay, but I'm also not driving 45 minutes to work every day. Pretty decent little trade-off in my opinion. How you guys feel about it, but with gas prices and everything else the way they are and the economy, I'll I'll drop $5 or $6 an hour to be local, not wear and tearing my vehicle, and not driving an extra 2 hours a day. Having the extra money's nice, but 8-hour days, a 10-hour day every single day because you're driving for 2 hours. And then if I gotta stay for 12, it's a 14-hour day. Nah, that leaves me 10 hours. That basically, on a 14-hour day, if I gotta work 12s, that basically leaves me 8 hours of sleep and about 4 hours of anything else. No, sorry, I'm wrong. That leaves me 8 hours of sleep and 2 hours. And those 2 hours are usually me getting myself awake, alive for the day, and making sure I have most of my sanity. I'm never gonna have it all. At least have most of it. Ah, damn it, something popped numbers there. Whatever. I know that we have been neglecting down here, so we're gonna try to go down here and do a little bit of repair work. Looks like some cops had some fun down here. Everything I read said they wouldn't do any damage above 4 blocks, but there's clearly damage above 4 blocks. Not even a lot of damage, honestly. Once you do that. Or just randomly smacking shit with a hammer. Hoping we cover it all. But this is exactly why I can't be trusted with the nail gun. I will genuinely start randomly upgrading everything. Alright, well, most of that seems good. I've got roughly another 15 minutes to put into here tonight. This was kind of testing some of my new audio settings, some of my isolation, seeing how things work. I definitely know that the way I isolated it this time, the Xbox app is much louder. I was needing to play on 50, and I'm playing on 40, so it's not much better, but it is better. And to be real honest with you guys, like I think I'm gonna move this up top as well, and then this is just going to be garden area. because I know that there's a lot of XP involved in the garden area. And that's just free XP and free resources that we can use later on. I kind of want to keep this stuff close to the edge though. That way I could still put more dew collectors up here if I wanted. Put more apiaries, whatever the hell it's called. Apiary? Something. They're bees, alright? They're freaking bees. I definitely do like this location. This is definitely a really good sniper location. But in order to defend this spot, like, you'd almost have to have just a little fortification on top of the hill and be able to look down at them and beam them. It looked good when I, first logged in and started building, because I was like, man, the vantage point's going to be great, but I wasn't even honestly thinking about them digging under the structure until after I started building it, and then I was like, well. We now have 200 concrete blocks. Everything else is pretty much upgraded, taken care of. I probably need to make a bunch more steel and start upgrading a bunch more of the stuff to steel. That's probably the next phase of this process. I need about 100 more forged steel. Well, really 100 more forged steel is only gonna put me at about 10 more upgrades, so we're gonna need probably quite a bit more than that. Let's make sure we got plenty of iron in this place. And we are absolutely, officially, pretty much out of lumber. I just walked all the way around, didn't I? You dipshit. I guess it's time to run through like a madman. Uh-oh. Alright. See what we got. We gotta at least have some more lumber. Oh yeah. These are ready. Well, put some more gas in it, Buster. takes us from 200 to 2100, so I think we'll be good with that for now. Go over here, check the status of everything. We'll probably turn everything off. It's day 94. We just had zombies on day 91. Kill that shit. It's not really needed at the moment. However, I feel like this is why we need at least a couple more torches in here for the times we're not using it. Wait, what? Are you guys hearing this? Well, there's clearly an audio glitch because the blade traps are off. Decent. In the words of Bubbles himself. Decent. Alright, well, I got about 8 more minutes. I'm going to put in an hour on this one. We're going to run this test with no headphones. Let's see, I'm actually going to change that. No headphones, trying new audio settings, because we don't even want to talk about the other portion of the bullshit. Alright, I don't really know why it's been a major stormy season here, but I feel like it's either been foggy or rainy almost the whole time we've been playing today, so sweet. I know that we also have enough room here for ladders, so we may put some ladders in on that side as well, just to have them. And then I found a chart that kind of gives me a breakdown of the structural integrity, since I don't have the ability to see that on console. So I think we're going to be downloading that document at some point to kind of study the structural integrity. 150 is going to take 4,500 iron and 250 clay, but we're going to need it, so gonna give us 15 more squares. What is it like? I can't remember what an upgrade is. Is it like 10, 8, or 5? I think. I'm not 100% sure. I have to look that up. But if it's 10, then we got basically we have 15 things we can upgrade, plus the 40 we have, 46 we have, so we could do 4 more, just a random 4 more. What the heck? That'll give us a even number. That'll put us at 20. So then we can do 20 more upgrades. But holy crap, that's going to take a lot of iron. I will have to say though, iron is probably one of the easier things to grab. There's like a lot of iron in the pine forest, so it's not like it's traveling for fuel to do like the Molotov cocktails or anything like that. So I think we might be on to some business here. I also think, since we're sitting here and this is doing its thing, we're going to rename this here. I think I want to rename this to, what the fuck? We're going to name this Audio Xbox app, so maybe it will move it up in the... Nope, it didn't move it. Why not? It's so weird. Why is it messed up? Oh no. Man. Let's do 8 more, and then we will go upgrade 8 things. Instead of sitting there listening to that. Wrong door. I've also got to figure out where and how you get to the you can upgrade or get the undergarments. Oh, hey, we'll do this before we go too. I forgot, I have 5 points to spend. I've been saving them for us. See, I know a lot of our problem is too, we're very low on a lot of the books for some of the things that we need. But then again, some of the things were very close, like vehicles, we're at 98. We are so close to getting the gyro chopper. I know it's copter, but whatever. SMG turret, like I would really like to have that one as well. Electrician, I mean, that just makes us better batteries, so it's nice, but we have most everything else that we need as far as that goes. Armor, medical, food, seeds, done. Workstations, done. Vehicles are almost done. Robotics, I get the drone. 9. Harvesting tools, I mean, okay. Repair tools are done. Other than that, we really need some of these because we get to the rocket launcher and it's nasty time for them. This is also one that's going to be very beneficial. I really need to get to the sniper rifle because I know after using the sniper rifle, it's ridiculously nice. I would like to get the pump shotgun to 6, but I don't really like the auto shotgun in this one. And I need to get my handguns up too. I need to actually build me a level 6 pistol. I think that's going to help us out. Bows. I really liked the bows in the Legacy Edition, but this one hasn't really been very impressive for me. So, and then clubs. This is one I like to use if I'm doing like in buildings. Like sometimes you get into a situation where you gotta be able to swing quick. Knives are good as well. Knuckles. I know these steel knuckles are ridiculously savage when you get them completed. Alright, we're going to add these points, and then we're going to go down here and upgrade a couple of this pathway and stuff. And then we are probably going to be done for the night, guys. I have got to get off here, and I don't need this at the moment. We can put this up. I've got to go to bed, get some sleep, get up tomorrow, and do this shit all over again. I am probably going to be more available real soon. I just got a lot of things going on in life right now that hasn't allowed me a whole bunch of time to put time in. I was also debating on changing my name, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. Simply based on the fact that from what I'm seeing and figuring out, there's not... If I get it changed on one, it's not guaranteed to be available on the other. So I may have one stream name for whatever, and then another stream name for something else. So, that's okay. Well, we're already out. Alright, well, we got some steel stuff. We need to do the rest of these steps for sure. This is where they're going to be taking the brunt of the energy. Also, I'd like to do these. And then obviously we still need to upgrade these doors to power doors to where we can just flip a switch and dump the zombies if they start getting overwhelming. It's just going to take an absolute ton of steel. And there is still an audio glitch because it still says one of those are running and they are not. Beautiful. Also, I'd love to hear you guys' feedback, man. Do we slowly build a home-style base right behind our zombie base and just make it a little bit detached but still accessible by a ramp or sorry, a catwalk or walkway to get over there, so we can still have everything in one central location, and then we can just break this the rest of the way down and have this as a ginormous farming structure? Huh? 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 You guys should let me know. Drop me a word in Discord or holler at me when you see me live again. Let me know. I've heavily debated it because I would like to figure out a relatively easy base to not only maintain but, you know, thrive. I don't just want to live, I want to thrive. This base was a giant undertaking. I don't really even know what the hell I was thinking on this one, but do I feel like this base will do the job? Yes. Do I feel like there's funner, better ways to do certain things? I also say yes. So we're just gonna do 12 minutes there. We're just feeding the machine now. That'll give us some headroom to be able to come back and mess around. Alright, back to what we were doing before we got heavily distracted. Let's go back here, and I know light armor. I prefer light armor, so we're going to put 1 point on light armor. We could technically top this out, and I wouldn't be sad about it. I use light armor pretty much all the way through the game. You get a little slow and cumbersome with heavy armor. Master Chef. Man, we've been needing some of this stuff for a while, but this is like triple the harvest of wild or planted crops. That one's crazy good. Lucky Looter, I mean, that's 15% to loot bonus. Looting is 40% faster. That one's definitely nice. Let's take one more there. Now let's not put anything else there. That's got 5. Electrocutioner. This is for batons, which I know the batons are ridiculously good too. I had one in one of my other files. You're taking your projects to the next level now. Robotics weapons do 20% more damage, 70% faster fire rate, and reload 20% extra rounds. Robot active range is 15 meters. Yes. Okay, there's our 5 points. 5 points have been allocated. It's just crazy to think that you're never going to get nearly the points, so you have to kind of know exactly what you specifically need. I don't want to have to spend hours upon hours harvesting resources. I would like to swing at a tree one time and get a shit ton of resources, so that way I can spend more time doing quests and, you know, upgrading, fighting zombies, and having the resources to repair stuff. That's really what it comes down to. Having the necessary resources to repair everything. We also have the Forgetting Elixir, so if we want to reset at any point in time, we can do that as well. Alright, we're going to take these over here. We're going to upgrade 5 more things, and then I am getting out of here for the night, ladies and gents. We're going to start working on the face. I'm not worried about these steps nearly as much as I'm worried about the approach. Did I just hear something? No. Just me tripping, man. I got 3 more, so let's do that. Let's do that. Need to do all these too, but we'll keep a few steel on us. We're making it. We're making progress. It's just gonna take an absolute ton of iron. And we did take a point, right? We did take a point on no, that was for that one. What is it that we took a point there. So we are going to need all forge recipes cost 10% less. Crafting forged steel on electrical devices costs 15% less. Oh shit, we gotta do that one ASAP. What does it need? 6. Intellect has to be 6, so we would need 2 points to get that one. And then inventor. None of these really matter. This one's not bad. Now those 2 are not bad. There's obviously cheaper ways to do everything, but you have to be very selective on what you want. Do you want to build things at less cost, or do you want to be more effective in battle when it comes to defense and damage and looting? And it's just a lot to balance. I have a feeling at some point we're going to be drinking these Forgetting Elixirs, so we can kind of test the waters on some things. Right now we're trying to get everything set up the way we want it, and then after that it's on. But that's it for this testing session. I am out of here. Much love, be safe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.